Hello friends, and welcome back to our smokehouse. Well, today is the day. Today is the day I'm going to cook a ribeye steak and a filet mignon on my Only Fire Santa Maria grill. And I'm going to be putting that grill over my Solo Stove bonfire. So stick with us and we're going to show you how to do it. So you remember how the other day on the previous video I showed you how I set up my Santa Maria grill attachment over my Solo Stove bonfire and showed you a few examples of some cooks. So today I'm going to cook those ribeyes that I promised you in that video, and I'm going to do a full video on this cook. So we're going to get started on lighting the fire. I take a whole chimney full of lump charcoal and I get that good and hot in my charcoal chimney, and I pour that in the bonfire to use as a base of hot coals. And then I take a couple of really seasoned hickory logs and put over those hot coals. And it don't take them just a few minutes to catch up and start burning. And then we're going to put the steaks on there. We're going to initially have the steaks up high away from the flame so they can incorporate some smoke. We're going to flip them on both sides and let them get up to about 125 internal temperature. We like our steaks at about medium well. Once they get up to about 125 temperature, I'm going to let that grill down closer to the flames. Going to stoke that fire up just a little bit, and we're going to get some good flame-kissed sear on these steaks. So I'm excited to show you this cook, so let's get right to it. Okay, here's my steaks. I got a ribeye for me and a filet for my wife. So today we're going to be seasoning these up with Kinder's The Blend. It's a combination of garlic, salt, and pepper. Okay, this is what I do first. As I start my fire, I fill me a chimney full of lump charcoal. I got a fire start under it. We're going to let that get good and hot, and then we'll use that as a base of charcoals to start our fire with. Okay, I got a good hot fire there. You notice I got the grate raised up so they can get a little smoke. And then once they get to the right temperature, I'm going to let them down closer to the fire and put a good sear on them. So there we have the steaks on the Santa Maria, using my Solo Stove bonfire as a fire pit to put the fire in. Just flipped them over to let them get a little smoke on the other side. Let them sit there for a few minutes, and then we'll check the internal temperature and see when we'll be ready to sear. I think one mistake a lot of people make with the Santa Maria attachment is they build too big a fire to start with. So you want a bed of hot coals and just a couple of logs on there, and just a good flame like that coming up. And you're still gonna get a lot of smoke on your food, but you're not got a raging fire that's gonna burn your food or cook it too fast. So it takes a little time management, a little patience, but you can turn out some really good food on this thing. Here we go with the sear now. We got a good flame kissing those steaks. They're gonna be really good. I stoked the fire up a little bit once I got the temperature I wanted. We like our steaks medium well, so when they got to about 125, I started to sear. Another good thing about these grills, you have a cool zone. This steak was a ribeye, thinner cut. It got done a little quicker than the other one, so I moved it to the side. There you have it, folks. It's just as simple as that. I love cooking over a live fire, and I love this Santa Maria grill attachment from Only Fire. It only costs like 140 bucks. What a great accessory it is if you like or want to experiment with cooking over an open flame. You know, up to this point, I've never cooked over an open flame before, so this is a learning curve for me. But I realized that it really adds a different type of flavor to your food. You still have the smoky flavor, but you know, it's just hard to explain, but it really makes your food taste good. So I hope you got some value out of this content, out of this video, and I hope you, if you like it, please consider subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. If you have any questions about the way what I'm doing or anything about the cook, just be sure and leave me a message, send me a message in the comment section. And I want to say God bless each and every one of you. Until next time, keep on smoking. See you later.